Welcome back. We're going to talk about chopping samples on the MPC, how to do it. So I got a loop here, and I want to kind of do a hip hop beat. So all you got to do is select that sample, and then you want to hit chop. And you have different chop modes. We're going to talk about chopping in regions. So what regions does, it evenly divides the chop. So if the loop is already pre-chopped to a perfect loop, then regions is kind of sort of an easy way. So I just like to turn the chop type to region 16. Now I can kind of right. And if I want to come out of that, then I hit the chop button again. Now we're back to our sample view. So because I'm not really sticking to a freestyle or sticking to the beat of the loop, I'm just going for a feel. So I'm tapping my tempo and sort of making sure that, I'm where I want to be, and I could just make the beat right there. So record 2, 3, 4, and right. Maybe I want to slow it down just a little bit. And now I got that sample here. Right. So now I go to that chop mode. Now I got these samples. And now you freak it. And so, and then I haven't sequenced it yet. I actually kind of accidentally started jamming, and I can flip that right there. So let's sequence that. I know that sequence needs to be extended a little bit, so I'm going to hit Shift and pad number 3 to double that sequence into 4 bars, and then I'm going to go back to sample, select that sample, hit chop, and now kind of fill it out. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and right. So that's basically how you could chop. But let's say I want to take the idea of this beat further and sort of kind of add a little bit of that swing to it. So when you go to the sequence, you can add swing here on the bottom right there, and we can go like maybe 65%. And if I want to erase notes of just that kick, I can hold down sample and sequence, then press erase, and then tap the pad for the kick. Now there's no kick there, right? And I want to easily kind of give you that double kick sound, so where I can kind of get that. So I can go to 16 levels and hit Shift till I get velocity, right? Right. So now. Right, like that. So, and I got swing applied to the sequence. I got 16 levels applied. Now I can go like this. 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah. Right, so now I can come back out of that and come out of 16th, and maybe I want to make that hi-hat a little late just to experiment. So there is a setting called offset, if I can find it. And with that, that'll kind of help us to mess around with that timing a little bit. So it's on the play setting right there. And so that offset's going to delay the point where you hear the audio versus when you hit the pad. So let's listen to the changes of that and see if that kind of adds a little bit of a groove too as well. Yeah. Right. Now, in that point, maybe I want to let that snare kind of trigger a little early on that first one. So what I can do now is hit sequence or shift sequence and go to step edit and kind of look for that first one, which is here. Right. So in this point, so I want that snare to sort of be a little early so I can move the fader on that note. You're scrolling through all your events here, but let's say I want that snare and I want that snare with that hi-hat being offset sort of. Yeah. So that sounds pretty good. So that's how you chop samples on the MPCs. It's a very straightforward thing. I'd like to hear what you think about chopping samples on an MPC. I sort of did a very simple version of it, but you can chop wherever you want and the options are endless like that. So hope you enjoyed that video. Subscribe to the DLTTK YouTube channel. Let me know what you think. If I should do more videos about the MPC sample and chopping or whatever, let me know. I'm thinking about hooking it up to the SP404 in another video and just experimenting with the real-time effects with this going through it. All right. Thank you for watching.